Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. It's been a while. Let me just say I'm so sorry. I tell you, when life is lifing, time just goes and you really don't realize how much time has gone by. But a lot of time has. And I actually did film, but I didn't upload them, and then I erased my camera roll because I needed to make room. And I thought, I really did think, because you all, I bought more than I should, that's for sure, but that's nothing new. But I, unfortunately thought they were like uploaded and going off at certain days. And I don't know why, because I didn't set the days for them to go off. But in my head, I think it's, like asleep, maybe. But good news, I finally knocked my days down at work, so that's a good thing. Well, is it? I don't know. I think it's good for me physically and mentally. Financially, maybe not so, especially with my spending that I do. But we'll make do. We'll make do. So I had purchased a lot of stuff and then thought I filmed but didn't. So now I deleted it. Now I get to refilm it all, which is kind of a good thing because it's not a first impression, number one. And number two, to be fair, a lot of it I kind of like. And with the sales that are about to come, I'm pretty sure that most of this stuff is still available. So that's good. So let's get started. So what I'm wearing on my face today is what am I wearing? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I know what I'm wearing. So I'm wearing my Tom Ford foundation, the Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. I think this got discontinued, but I'm not for sure. I hope not, because I really like this foundation. Like, really like this foundation. But anyway, I'm wearing that, and then for concealer. Okay, for concealer, am I wearing? Oh, I am. All right. So I have this peach concealer, matte instant coverage concealer in Pound Cake by Too Faced. And I was using it as just like an eye primer, sort of like the MAC soft ochre, the paint palettes, those ones. I would say that it's not the same by no means. I don't even know if this is still available, to be fair, but I'm kind of just going through it. Um because my paint pots I've actually hit pan on, but this is much more creamier and it doesn't sit down like the paint pots, so it is different like that, but at the same time it's like a soft matte, almost like the foundation. I actually kind of like this in a, I don't want to say in a weird way, but in a way, I do kind of like it. So I used it on my lid to cover up like the redness and discoloration. And then I actually used it as a concealer today, which I tried it before and I don't think I liked it, if I recall, but I do like it now. But I don't think that this is available anymore, but I could be wrong. Don't know. Maybe it's only on the website for Too Faced. Then I set the T zone. So the other day I had to get ready really quickly, and I had found my bag. Where is the bag at now? There was a bag sitting here at my feet, and I was trying to get ready. And I had been using the Tarte palette. This one here, Maracuja Juicy Eye and Cheek palette. I'd been using it and hit pan on the bronzer, but this is what I've been using to get ready, like really quick and in a hurry. Oh, here it is. So I think it was last Christmas, maybe the Christmas before this. I was on Beautylish and I bought this Jill Stewart thing, and it's like a Korean beauty brand. And well, it's not like it is. And I had purchased, it came with a couple things, and then I purchased some stuff on the side. But I use the blush in here, and it is so pretty. So that's the blush that I'm wearing right now here. And I wanted to wear it again, but I had to figure out what I was going to do like with it. Well, I had purchased from Sephora the LYS little like bronzer and highlighter thing. Their highlighter stick and the bronzer stick. The highlighter, yeah, I'm not reading that one. Harmony? Is that word? Maybe. I don't know. But it's a set. I think it only came in one color selection anyway. This though, oh my goodness. You all, I applied it to the face and then just blended it in. The highlighter's brave. Anyway, I applied the bronzer to the face and blended it in, and it melted. I mean, just blended and melted in beautifully. Then I was like, okay, I need a little more on the forehead. So I decided to take the brush, and not even a brush I would have thought would have worked, but it's this one here by Real Techniques. It is the multi-tasking brush. Generally, I use this with powder, but I decided to use it with the cream, and it just blended it beautifully, and like no complaints at all. The highlighter, both shades work really well with my maybe light medium skin tone. So I got to use the blush again because I kept it cream. And then I have this Jill Stewart thing here. It's in Chinese or Japanese, or I think Japanese because it's made in Japan. But it's this thing. I don't know if this is available like by itself, but it's like a color correcting thing. But I use it as like a setting powder, but I think it's really supposed to be a brightening powder. But anyway, I used it through like just to set under the eyes really quickly and in the T-zone. And I realized that's when I realized I think it is a brightening powder, because like that is so bright right now. It's kind of funny looking. But it was just there, and I grabbed it and I used it, and here we are. But the main thing was this blush. This blush, and it's nice on the lips too. I did apply it to the lips. It wore off. Right now, I put on the Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm Lip Treatment in Strawberry. That was the last year's holiday release, I believe. The Strawberry Vanilla and Chocolate. I think that, no, it was the year before. But anyway, I still had some of it left. These things last forever. They're amazing. Love them. I'm pretty sure I bought 3 sets of those 2 years ago. And I completely used up one set. Almost done with the second set. So I have 1 set left. But I rave about the pillow balm, so that's nothing new. But anyway, I use this on the lips and the cheeks, and it's just so pretty. The color, it's easy to work with. You can build it up. I've got it built up quite a bit, to be fair. But even a wash of color of this is just beautiful. I don't know the name of it because it's not. Oh, maybe it is marked. Maybe it isn't marked. It came in a set. It came with this and an eyeshadow palette in the bag. And maybe even that brightening powder. But the formula is the most important thing. It's just so easy to work with. So I had a lot of fun playing with that the other day, and I'm so glad I played with it again today because I just adore the color. Then I was like, well, since I recorded everything, like what eyeshadow palette did I want to play with today? And really, to be fair, I really wanted to play with the Chucky. I know. I should have. Didn't, but I should have. Because, well, it's that time of the year and it is almost Halloween, and I've not played with any of my like spooky, type of things. And then I was like, I haven't even played with my Too Faced Pumpkin palettes or the Appley in Love palette, like none of those. And I'm like, I've got to get these pulled out and play with them because, I mean, not that I necessarily base my eyeshadow palette on the year, but like the time of the year, but like I want to play with them. But anyway, I decided to use the r.e.m Beauty Wicked palette. So I've not really used, other than the lip oils, I have played with that. This one here, which I wonder with the cherry one. Maybe when I'm done, the cherry cola, I might put it on just to see. I also have the cotton candy at the duo thing. Might try this one to see what it looks like. But anyway, I ended up at Marshall's the other day working, and we were doing the truck, and I noticed they got some of the little like silver palettes in from r.e.m, and I bought one because I wanted to know if that's the same formula that's in this palette, because I wasn't necessarily shocked that I liked the formula, but I was shocked on how much I liked the formula. So first off, the packaging feels heavy, beautiful, let me just say. And this is the only thing I got from the collection because I wasn't so sure on the rest of it. I'm not going to lie. This is the color story to it, and this is the eye look we're going to do. Now, on the lid, it is a little darker than I necessarily anticipated, but I had to play with this color right here. It looked a lot prettier before, I started messing with it, but like the color is just so scrumptious, and I'm not a big like dark eye type of person. Like I feel like I'm more girly, like bubbly and bright type of person, but sometimes you gotta tap into the dark side, and I did. And I will say that the look isn't necessarily what I would go for, but the look's not wearing me either. You know what I mean? Because there are times where the look's wearing me. I'm not wearing the look. So let's go ahead and get started so I can show you this look, because like I don't know how long this will be available. I don't. And to be fair, out of the collection, I think this is your best bet out of all of it. But again, it's going to be based upon preference, because I know that I loved the look of the blushes. However, I don't think they would have showed. The pinker one, I know it looked just so talky when I swatched it. The like peachy coral one, I think it would have worked for me, but those aren't colors. I like my pinks. I like my pinks. So let's get started on this. The first shade we're going to go into is this one right here. Really, I didn't use that many shades out of this palette to create this look. Shocker, I know. But I mean, this is the first time I've created this particular look. I've used the other shades, but like a lot of the times it's like one and done's anymore, to be fair, because I really have been trying to put myself together to go to work. Um, but I don't necessarily like have all the time in the world to do that. And a lot of the times in my head, it's like if I'm going to do my makeup, I want to do my makeup. And I've kind of gotten out of that mindset now. Like, yes, it's about being fun, obviously, but there's also times where you might not be able to really, you know, be artistic in the look. You just are creating a look to, I don't want to say look put together, but just to enhance your natural beauty type of thing. We have a kitten. Well, my daughter has a kitten. And Lord knows she beautiful. She is. Her beautiful. She's bad. And anytime she gets in my room, especially in my little area right here, things start falling. More so than when I do it. If you can believe that. Because, like, anymore, I'm knocking stuff over because I've got to get this stuff cleaned and in order. And to be fair, I really have been giving stuff away to, like, friends and stuff because I know they'll get better use out of it. And I just have too much. Of course, then I probably shouldn't keep on buying, but, like, I want the best for myself. You know what I mean? I want to find the best stuff for me that works for me. And of course, I'm sure at the time, the things I have still are good. Don't get me wrong. But, like, it's maybe not my taste now. But at the same time, maybe it will become my taste again. So I don't really want to get rid of all of it. But definitely, if I think a friend's going to get more use out of it, I've went ahead and just passed it on. So now we're going to go into this shade right here, and I'm going to build it up on the outer corner here. And, like, all these colors just blend together beautifully, and they build beautifully. Like, you don't, like, I was scared of this shade and the darker shade at the top, and you don't have to be. Like, you can go in with a light hand and build it up, or you can go in with a heavy hand even and know that you're going to be okay because you're going to be able to blend it out, which is nice for someone like me who doesn't know what they're doing. It's nice to know that if I get a little cray, I'll be all right. It's fixable, you know? But look at that. And I will say the first shade was a little bit warmer than this shade. This shade's a little bit cooler, I feel like. But somehow they work well together. I think that this palette does lean more on the cooler side of things, but there's some warmth in this palette. There is. But I just think it's so pretty. Like, it's not a color story I thought I'd like, to be fair. Like, it's pretty, but it's not one I thought I'd use, right? And I really wasn't even considering it, I guess, in a way. But when I swatched it in the store when we first got it, I was like, yeah, that I need that. The shades just swatched all of them so beautifully. So I'm going to take that same outer corner shade and just run it along the lower lash line. I'm more or less just stamping it, to be fair. But I was kind of shocked, like, when I first used it, the look came out so pretty. So pretty. Like, all these metallic shades are gorgeous. Like, there's not one in here that isn't gorgeous. And of course, it is going to be based upon, your preference, what you like, and all that. But, beautiful, let me tell you. We're going to go into this shade right here now. Oh, let's get over here. This shade right here. So it does look like I'll have time for sure to film again, because I cut down to just 2 days a week at Ulta. Kind of not, it's kind of my choice, but at the same time, the choice was also made for me. And then I am full-time at Marshall's now. Okay, somebody's honking outside. Don't know who that would be, but sure. Look at that, though. It's like a dark green with, like, little gold going through it, which is what you see when you look at the shape. But Like, I didn't think it would go on the eye the way that it did. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just find this shade so pretty. It is darker, like I said, than I'm necessarily used to, but gorgeous. Stunning. Everything I want. And then this lime green shade. Oh, you all. Like, look at this. I do kind of want to put that all over the lid at some point. I haven't done that yet, but I have used it for inner corner. And that's what we're doing today. But like, it works with this shade here, this darker green, but then it kind of works with this like pinky blue shade also. Like, it's weird how it's working with so many different colors, but I love that. Oh no, the kitten. Please don't jump on anything. Let me back a little more. Oh, yes, that's what I want. Like, there's just something about that shade. I can't. I just can't describe it. Like, it's not a shade that I would generally gravitate to be honest. So I'm going to go back into that outer corner shade and line the top lash line now by just stamping. And I do think you could do brown mascara or black. I'm wearing black today, but I think brown would look good with this look too, to be fair. She's going to sleep on my pillow. That cat cracks me up. Alright. What was I doing? Oh. Where did I put oh. For eyeliner, I'm actually using the Natasha Denona, the taupe. And yeah, I got the Gloom palette too. I don't know. I don't know if that video even... I don't know what videos went up, to be fair. I checked to make sure this one didn't. The Too Faced one was the last video I did there, Christmas, that they launched. That was the last video that went up, I believe. So I don't know if the video with the Gloom palette went up or not. I don't think the Tarte one went up. I bought it, their Christmas collection. I need to sharpen this. I don't even know where my sharpeners are. Maybe this is good enough for now. Oh, there's a sharpener. But I'm trying to think of like what videos, like, there's so many. I can't believe I did that, y'all. Like, I've done a lot of stupid stuff. You know what I mean? But not this bad. You know what I mean? Like, I've never... It's probably 6 videos that I thought was going up, like, at least 2 a week. But was not going up. But this is the taupe shade from Natasha Denona. And I really like this shade. Like, it's a nice taupe. Like, if black's too much, you use brown. If brown's too much, you would use taupe. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not necessarily wanting to pop like a cream or a white, I feel like that would be my next shade I would do. You know what I mean? But there's just something about this palette. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've used this palette so far. All right. Then for mascara, we're going to use the Lash Out Dual Flutter Extension Mascara. To finish the look, this is a like a free sample thing. I got it from Sephora. I'm pretty sure. No, maybe I didn't. I think I got it when I purchased the Cafe palette at Ulta, actually. Which is another palette that I absolutely love, by Lancome. And this mascara is okay. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. It does what it needs it to do, you know? It's black, and it makes it look like I have eyelashes. What more can I ask for? After this, I get to go do laundry on this nice, gloomy, rainy day. But I am off work, so there's that. All right. And then this will be the final look. Let me touch up just a little down here. There we go. Yeah, now I think they're even. Alright, now let me try that oil. Where did I put it real quick for you? Just to see what it looks like. Well, maybe. Where did I put it? I just had it. I lose everything, you all. Did it fall? No. I don't know where I put it. Well, I said it somewhere, I just don't know where. Anywho, this is the final look using this palette. Now I touched my lashes to the top. Of course I did, because I looked up. I really don't know what I did with that lip oil. It's very sheer though, so I doubt it really had that much color, to be honest, because I wear the cotton candy one, so a good bit. Alright. Alright, I got that off somewhat. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so that's the final look. And I will let you go. I will be seeing you soon. Maybe. My schedule looks pretty good for the next week, so I feel like there's like 3 days in there I can film. We shall see, but that's my feeling on it. But if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up if it helped. I'm so glad. Let me know your thoughts on this collection, and did you purchase any of it? And I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.